Good morning, fourth graders. It's Mr. McClure here in my house. I am going to try to teach our first math lesson on our wonderful whiteboard that we have at home. So good thing we got this earlier on in the year, huh? I'm going to try to teach math today. While I'm teaching, if there's anything you don't understand, you can hit the pause button, rewind it, watch it again. Know that today is just an introduction. You can watch the video again tomorrow whenever we do the next page, which is 204, which you're going to try on your own. And don't worry, I'll give you the answers for it too. So also know, just kind of do what you can do, right? If you need to pause halfway through because you need a snack, you can do that. Or use the bathroom, you don't have to raise your hand. You can just go. So here we go. There's going to be some mess ups along the way. This is the first time I've tried teaching math in my house to you guys. So here we go. We're just going to try it and see how it works out, right? You can just do what we're going to do. So the first one we're going to do today is Unit 6.6. It is units of weight. So we're going to work on American units of weight, basically. We're going to do a quick warm-up, page 204, and then I'm going to link a video in Google Classroom for you to watch. We're going to do about half of page 204. So again, a warm-up, page 204, and a video. Materials you're going to need, you'll need a pencil, paper, or a whiteboard if you have a whiteboard at home, and your math journal. Open to page 204. So pause the video right now, grab your material, and here we go. So for your warm-up today, your first one, number 1 is going to be easy. 2 times 8. 2 times 8. You are correct. It is 16. I'm sure Daniel had his hand raised, ready to go. Second warm-up is going to be 4 times 8. You can think about just doubling that. Give you just a second. 4 times 8. Zalman, I'm sure you had your hand raised. You're right. It's 32. And the last one, on the easy level, we're going to do 8 times 8. 8 times 8. Kemper, I know you know this one. All you guys do. 64. So those are it's the basic warm-up. Let's try the next level. Medium level. And it'll become apparent here in a little bit why we're doing 8s and 16s. Next one's going to be easy. 1 times 16. 1 times 16. Class, shout it out. 1, 2, 3, 16. You're right, it's 16. Second one, number 2. Let's make it a little bit harder. Let's do 4 times 16. Give you a little bit to think about that one. Okay, 4 times 16. Here's how I work that out. It's 16 times 4. Well, 4 times 10 is 40. 4 times 6 is 24. You add them together and you get 64. Last one, let's do 8 times 16. You can pause it again. And 8 times 16. 128. You can just double 64. So that was easy level, medium level, and I think we can just be ready to move on to the lesson today. So on your whiteboard or on your piece of paper, 2 things you need to know for the day. 2 main things. The first main thing is this: pounds, 2 conversions. Pounds, P-O-U-N-D-S, pounds, and the conversion to ounces. Pounds to ounces. O-U-N-C-E-S. The abbreviations for these, LBS, I have no idea why. If one of you could research that and respond on the YouTube comments, thumbs up. And then ounces, O-Z. Okay, so here's what you need to know. there are 16 ounces in 1 pound. So 1 pound is 16 ounces. 1 pound's how many ounces? 16 ounces, right? So that would make 2, 32, 3, 48, and so on down the line. You'll see a number line at the top of page 204 that's going to walk you through that. And then the second conversion that you'll need to know is a much easier one. Second one that you need to know is tons. Well, let's do it this way. Let's do the small one first. Let's do pounds, P-O-U-N-D-S, pounds to tons. Tons is one of the heaviest weights, units of measure we use in the customary US system. So that is 2,000 pounds equals 1 ton. All right, so 2,000 pounds equals 1 ton. If you're thinking, hey, how much is a ton? And your Menachem, your family minivan, it's about a ton. It's probably about 3/4 of a ton. Maybe a half. I could be wrong on that. But a ton is a ton. It's a lot. It's 2,000 pounds. So those are the two big conversions that you need to know. Pause it real quick. Talk to your mom or your dad or your sister or your brother or your dog or your cat or your fish, who's ever there, and let them know those two pieces of information. 16 ounces in a pound, 2,000 pounds in a ton. While you're doing that, you can pause it, and I'm going to draw a chart that we're going to do together. So we're going to do number 1 and number 2 with you. So watch my beautiful drawing. I'm sure you missed it. Some of you are snickering inside. That is okay. You can laugh out loud. I can't hear you. All right, so here it is. So I'm going to draw. Since I don't have our wonderful Elmo, I'm really missing that. Okay, I'm going to draw a table. All right. Let's see, there's 1, 2, 3, 4, and then there is a label up top. So I'll just put another one down here at the bottom. Oh, hey, just so you know, fun fact, our fish is alive. I brought him home. He's living in the fish tank right over here. So he's alive. He's in there somewhere. It's a bigger tank. Okay, so here we go. Ooh, I'll switch marker colors for the fun of it. Let's go with our orange. So we got our Bronco colors, orange and blue. Denver Broncos. So we got tons and pounds. Right? So here's our conversion. They have for us 1 ton equals 2,000 pounds. And then going on down the line, it's 2, 3, 5. Many of you probably already figured it out. Josh Schnitz, I'm sure, has already moved ahead. Right? 2,000. So 2 times 2,000 is 4,000. So all you have to do is basic multiplication. 3 times 2 is 6. And then how many zeros would you add? You'd add on, well, you wouldn't add them on, you'd put 3 zeros at the end. And the last one, 5. So you take 5 times 2, which is 10, and add 3 zeros to the end. Now, a lot of you were smart enough to do it that way. If you didn't want to do it that way, you could use the chart at the top of the page. Okay. And then I'll do number 2 with you. That is pounds to ounces. Okay. So I will, I'm just going to erase, see if I can just erase this. You can do the, if anybody has any good jokes or anything they want to share, you can share that in the comments. It'd be kind of fun for you guys to comment back and forth. Okay, last one. Okay, number 2, pounds. I'm just going to put a P for pounds, and then ounces. I'm going to put an OZ. You know I'm going to change the P to the abbreviation LBS. Okay, here we go. Pounds to ounces. So they started us with 1 and 16. The rest of the information down here is 3, 4, and 7. So you have to figure out how many 3 is. You can do it 2 different ways. You can use a little chart up top, or you can use multiplication. All right, if you're going to use multiplication, that is 16 times 3. 3 times 10 is 30. 3 times 6 is 18. You add the 2 together, you get 48. You can look at the next one. You got 4. 4 pounds, 4 times 16. You can set it up as a lattice if you want to. Many of you out there like lattice. Set up your basic lattice. 4 on this side, 16 over here. 6 times 4 is 24. 4 times 1 is 4. Add them up, 4, 6, and 0. So the answer is 64. I want you to try to figure out 7 on your own. So pause the video real quick. Try to figure out 7. Cool. Those of you that figured it out, if you got 112, you are correct. I want you to try 3 and 4 on your own real quick. Pause the video. Sadly, I can't pause on my Chromebook. So we're just going to let it run for a second while I put up the answers for 3 and 4. I think we'll just finish the rest of the page because that'll be a good 20 minutes, and then tomorrow you can work on math boxes. Okay, so 3 tons to pounds. I'm just going to give you the answers so you can pause it real quick. Try the work. Then here's your answers. 9, 10, 14, 25. 9, 10, 14, 25. So you had 18,000. Right? 20,000. 28,000. And if you got the big old number 50,000, you are correct. Okay. And number 4. This one's a little bit harder because you have to do them times 16. But you guys are smart. I'm sure you can figure it out. Okay. Put the answers for you here real quick. Question, we got 8, 9, 12, and 20. 8, 9, 12, 20. And we're not doing tons and pounds anymore. We're going to switch these two. We're doing pounds and ounces. Okay. So I put up the answers. If you got 128, you are correct. If you got, I already gave it to you, 9, you are correct. If you got 192, you are correct. And if you got 320, virtual high five. Don't actually hit your computer. It's going to break it. It's going to make distance learning way harder. That's it. So that was the first time teaching you guys. Solid 14-minute video. Hope it worked out. If you liked it, click that like button. Smash the subscribe button. Always wanted to say that. So after you do this on Wednesday, on Thursday, I want you to try math boxes. And I want you to try page 205. So try page 205 and Math Journal page 203. You can mark out one page before that if you'd like. If you don't want to and kind of want something to do, you can not do that. I will post the answers to the Math Journal page 205 and Math Box page 203 tomorrow. Until then, goodbye.